Really strong compared to wind. For example, wind loading very rarely will break a large building, but for an earthquake it's actually quite easy to do that.
ADAM CREWE will test a model building on an earthquake simulator. To make it realistic, this model is built with spaghetti.
Spaghetti and steel are actually quite similar in the way they behave. You can actually see that it buckles quite nicely. It's a relatively low load, and steel beams behave in very, very similar way. So it models steel really quite well.
With the top floor glued in place, the model is ready to face the tremors.
Here comes the slowest, the first earthquake. You can see the building really isn't moving very much at all, looks pretty solid. So not really being bothered by this earthquake. There's a bit of a faster earthquake now. Again, a little bit of movement, but the building looks really nice and strong. Even faster. And it's gonna go. It looks like the building. If that had been a real building, the floor would have fallen down and all the people would have been killed. So although it looks relatively intact, this is really a catastrophic failure for a building.
ADAM CREWE tests a second model that has elastic bands added to the spaghetti.
So here comes the earthquake that smashed the other building. See how well this one does. And you can see it's moving a lot, but it's actually performing really well. The top of the building is actually hardly moving at all. It's literally staying there stationary, and the ground is moving really quite violently underneath it. So slightly bizarrely, by making the building more flexible, you've made the building stronger.
At the heart of the Taipei 101, they put 36 rigid steel tubes filled with concrete that gave the building strength. While the columns stand firm during a quake, the rest of the structure is elastic. It can flex and roll with the punches. Halfway during the construction, Mother Nature tested this design to the limit. On the 31st of March 2002, an earthquake hit the Taipei 101. Taipei 101 was still standing. The engineers of the Taipei 101 claim that during a quake, their building is the safest place in town.